Hi, good morning. Today we are going to discuss about the product owner activities in JIRA. Previously, I explained introduction to JIRA, JIRA software installation. There are two types of instances given for us: JIRA server software, other one is JIRA cloud instance. The previous recording sessions I provided these two. Then Agile Scrum methodology and terminologies. What are the major activities are going to be done? These are the important things where we discussed. So one of the important thing, without have the idea about the agile methodology, working with the JIRA is not possible because all the terminologies are related to the agile Scrum methodology. So they implemented components in JIRA software. That is the reason you should have idea about the agile Scrum methodology. That's the reason which I explained in the previous session about the agile Scrum methodology. Now today topic is how to do the activities as a product owner in Jira. There's a product owner activities in Jira, like creating project, add users or people in Jira, creating release versions, creating epics, user stories in Jira, providing user story description. These are the things where we are going to discuss. But once again, before going to start discussing about the product owner activities, how we can go for the Jira Cloud instance. So Jira Cloud is no need of any installation maintenance. By default, Atlassian team is going to deploy the your cloud instance in the clouds. So they give the URL to you to work on that. But the license will be 7 working days for you. For practicing, it is sufficient cloud instance. So once again, I will show the how to create the cloud. It is a 5 minutes. So we are going to get the cloud instance. Then we are going to work on the product one activities in Jira. Right. Just to go to the Google. Okay. Type the download. What I need Jira. Download Jira. The first link which you got, click on that link. This is the page you are going to get. It is the JIRA server software. The local system you want to install, you can go for the based on your OS, you can go for the latest version. What is saying 8.8.1. When I prepared my notes, it is 8.8.0. Just it is updated, no worries about it. Okay. Now go to product. There is a JIRA software is there. Click on this JIRA software. Click on this JIRA software. Now click on this one, try it free. Jira software, you can go for choose one, or you can go for this is the most popular. They said Jira software with the documentation also is there. Go for this one. Now Jira software, cloud free, these all things are provided. Continue with Google, or you can go for the sign up with email. So I will go for sign up with email. Now new mail ID I created for this Jira Madhukar gmail.com. Okay, there is a mail ID I am giving here. So your interested password you can give. Madhukar QAIT. So agree and sign up. For security purpose, they're asking that all the squares with taxes. So traffic lights verified. Any new thing when you are going to, little bit patience is required. So It's not difficult because some software is available, easy to work. Now, what is saying that JIRA Madhukar at gmail.com, check your mail is asking that to verify. Now I'm going to the my Gmail inbox. Now you can see here. So new mail I got here. So asking that please verify your email address. Yes, verify me. Now see that it will navigate to the page called here like this. I'm giving the name here. Name your team. So Jira Madhukar at atlassian.net. This is the mail ID for me to open the Jira. Continue. Now here, this is the year we have to remember. Now this is the URL is going to be given for us. Now whenever I want to open my Jira, I can go for the this URL. So https jiramadhukar.atlassian.net. Now see that skip the questions asking that I will go for skip. So you want to add the team members, you can add your team members by providing their mail IDs here. Later also we can add the team members if you want. I will skip here. Again skip here. There is a scrum select is the click on select. Enter the project name. Assuming that ICICI Bank I want to enter. Now creating project. Let us see here what is the creating project first. Now product owner activities. Now who is product owner in Agile? Who have the vision to build a project and convey that vision to the Scrum teams. Because in Agile, we have the more than one teams are available. Generally, product owner have some idea of what type of application we need to develop based on the client requirements. So that vision is going to convey to the Scrum teams. And also, he is the responsible for getting the requirements from stakeholders. Once he got the requirements from the stakeholders, he will define the features of the product, what features we need to implement, release dates and content, prioritize features according to the market value, adjust features and prioritize for every iteration as needed, accept or reject work result. These are the different kind of activities are going to be done by the product owner. So here, first activity, creating project. What is the meaning of project in Jira? It is a collection of issues. Every issue belongs to a project. Every issue belongs to a project. Each project is identified by a name and a key. Each project is identified a name and a key. Project key is appended to each issue associated with the project. So based on the key name, we can able to understand which project related. So feature it is or backlog it is, test case it is. This we can easily identify it is. Now you may hear about the issue. Generally, defect can also called as an issue or incident or fault. Defect can also called as an issue or incident or fault. But in Agile, so Jira, which we are going to use, there's a different meaning if you go for the issue. So issue is the building block for the project. In Jira software, issue means it is a building block for a project. Depending on how your organization is using Jira, an issue could be represent a software bug, a project task, or it can be a help desk ticket, a product improvement, or a leave request from client also called as an issue. But coming to the Jira software, issue means a building block, building feature. It can be in Jira, it can be, it is user story, it can be a task, it can be bug, it can be epic. Like this we can say. Okay, but in simple, we can say that building block of a project. But how to create the project? The first thing we have to do. So if I want to go for the name of the project HDFC Bank, the project key can be HDFC. So sometimes it will take first four characters as a project key it is. Sometimes two characters also, four or two characters going to text. Two or four characters for a project name. It comes as a issue. HDFC underscore create new customer or HD create new customer like that going to provides. Now how to create a project? The navigation which I given here, go to dashboard, projects, create project, enter project name, check project key. If required, we can modify that is. So click on create. Now I'm going to the navigation here. If I go for the create project, I say bank I give up. This is the my project which I want to go. Or Amazon project I want to go. Amazon e-commerce project. E-commerce project. Yeah, it's taken. There is a key. You want to change, you can change it is. I want to go for AZ. Amazon. So template scrum. Click on create. Right. Now this is the your Amazon e-commerce project dashboard. Your project dashboard. You want to go, you click here. Create dashboard. So this is e-com by default active sprint showing that. Amazon board backlog active sprint reports project settings like this. Okay. Now previous version and present version again 8.8.1. Some features, some navigation user interface is changed. No worries about it. I will show you everything. Once we created project, what next we have to do? I want to add the team members, adding users or people in Jira, product owner or Jira administration. So product owner or sometimes Jira administrator can add the team members. So how to add it is I get set Jira dashboard, go to Jira settings, select user management, add or more people, enter team members, mail ID, click on invite users. Now this version it will navigation is changed. How it is, I will go for the click on Jira software here first. Any options are getting here? There is a no option. People is there, but administration permissions are required to add the users. See, start team is there, manage users. Mm. Invite the users. Manage users is there. When I click on that one, I've navigated to this one here. So enter the mail ID for the user. Suppose Shankar I want to call here, give his mail ID. So he will get the invitation directly to this mail box. He is going to get it. Is Deepak also I want to invite. Other team members you can invite. So invite team members. The task is completed. Back to organization. I'm going to click. Their administration is there. I want to go for my project. Asking that this one I want to go. Default dashboard I got. JIRA Mudhkar QAIT. Project e-commerce. 4 minutes ago. Active stream. So this is your dashboard you are going to get me. This is the setup we have to get. Continuous modification they're doing here. Okay. So now, first I created a project and I went into the people. Manage users. I added the users. This actually user names are available. Deepak, previously not available. Now users are available. Okay, like that we can add. Next, creating release versions. In Jira software, each release is called as version. What the version means? Interview point of the question. How to say that? Version means it is each release we call as version. Only project admins can create the versions. That means product owner, project admin, product owner can able to create the versions. So how to do it is, if you select the backlog here, there is a versions option is there. No? Go for versions. If I go for versions here, there is a create version. I went into the backlog. I got the version there. When I select a version, we are going to get the versions. Create version, you click. Give the version name. Amazon version 1.0. So description. Visitor. Visitor registration. This portion I want to go for this first. Date. Today date. So here up to next month, 1 month time I'm giving. All related feature, visitor related. He has to go to the, so visit the website and he has to go for registration. You have to buy a product. These are the important things which I want to build, create. Now you got the version here like this, right? Now after creating in this release, I want to go for the visitor related transaction flows. I want to develop in my application. Then creating epics. What is the meaning of epic? Large requirements which define the business needs. For an example, if I go for an e-commerce website to launch, so the highest business value, what is the important function here, will be a new user is able to buy an item from the website. This is the first priority, high priority, the highest business value we are going to call it is. So new user is able to buy an item from the website. That is the epic large requirement has to create. How to go for that? There is a epic here in the backlog. Again, we have the epic here. Click on this epic. There is a create epic is there. Go for the epic. Amazon epic. If I go, you can observe that we have the task story bug is there. So these are the issues in the Jira. I said that. So in Jira, issue means not only bug it is. It can be a task. It can be a story. It can be epic. Also comes as a issue. Okay, how to select epic now for e-commerce. Now see my here for this e-commerce application I created. So back product backlogs are like this. Epic is a new e-commerce website to launch. The highest business value will be when a new user is able to buy an item from the website. But based on this, what are the features we have to implement? Features. First time visitor can make the payment as a guest user without having it registered. Other one, new user can register in the website. New user can browse the items listed. So registered user can add items to cart. Registered user can make payment for his items and whichever items are added to the cart. That's the feature. Based on this, user stories are going to be given like this. The user story ID, user story title it is, so user story description. Remember that when we are working with the agile process, so test scenarios are not required because user story is itself is a scenario we can consider. Based on this user stories, you have to go for the test case development, right? So this is the first user stories are like this. This is the epic. So large requirement. The epic can be done in the stories like this. Story one, story two, story three like this. Each stories, the stories, two, three stories we can take into the one sprint it is. That is sprint planning time. This two I can take in one sprint. This two I can take into the one sprint. So sprint one, this two I need to implement. Sprint two I need to implement. Sprint three, these things I need to implement. Like this, they are going to plan. Sprint planning is like this. Epic, these are the user stories are there. Then they are going to sit. They're going this one and this one I want to take into the first sprint. I want to take this to. Okay. Then story point. So how estimate story point nothing but estimate 8 points for the this user story. So the 8 points means it will take the 4 working days to implement. It will take 4 working days, including development and testing. Take 4 working days. For this 3 working days. For this feature to implement 5 working. So this is 2.5 day. So 8 points means it is generally 4 working days. 3 means 1.5 day, 3 days like this. The estimation is going to be given. Based on that, sprint one within 15 days, we can go for the these features. So this feature to implement. So one sprint we can take. So example I given like this. Based on this task, developers what type of task, QA person what type of task. So QA tasks are review the user stories, identify test scenarios, creating test cases, setting up test environment, creating test data, executing manual tests. These are the task subtasks we are going to call the developer what type of activities. Then test case also you prepare like this. Test case one, test case two. So test case step. This is the user story. For this test case steps, expected result. Steps, expected result. Test case two like this. Now these all things how we are going to maintain in this Jira. That's what we are going to discuss. First here, product backlog. This is the epic case there. Based on this epic, how we are going to maintain here. Epic. Epic name. Amazon. Visited. Suppose REG visa registration like thank you. Now what is the feature is there here for the epic description? This is the epic name is the copy this one. Provide the summary about the epic. These values. Click on create. That's it. The epic is created. In this release, this is the epic we are going to work. Okay. So one duration I gave within that we have to complete this all the activities. There's a creating epics. Now creating user stories. User story also we have to create. So already we have the user stories already. This also tester is not involved up to here. You are not responsible. Product owner is going to create the user stories. Okay. Those also is going to maintain to the JIRA. User story. It identifies the smaller requirement where epic can be divided into multiple stories. So user story. First time whatever is it that I want to provide here. Create issue in epic. Right. Which issue I want to create is the user story title. Click on this create issue in epic. Story by default showing the story. Summary. Summary means title which is there. User story title which is there that you can provide. This is the description, is the story description. Copy it is and provide the description here. User story grooming we are going to call it. The time of grooming with the stakeholder product owner is going to discuss what is the procedure it is. Like this. Then so block issue is not fixed versions. In this version, I want to fix it is. So then label epic link. Why it is not showing the epic link? Already I selected under this epic only. I want to create. If you not select that one, it going to ask epic link. It going to ask. So click on create. Sprint is not yet created. No need to go for the sprint selection. Click on create. This one. Like this. Remaining also I will do. So the story too. Again, click on create issue in Epic. Description. In this version, I want to fix. Label. Epic is not required. Already we selected that one. Again. Without in this other user stories are there, you have to go for this one. Now I want under this only related. Create issue in Epic. So now Simon, now I created all the just I paused recording and I created all the issues. So I created a version and I created epic. For this epic, I created user stories. So as a test engineer, who is responsible for this? These are all the activities which are shown. Those are done by the product owner. So for testing activities, I'm not yet explained to you. So now understand what are the topics we discussed so far here. First, how to create the cloud instance I shown today. Then I explained how to create the project. So how to change the project key. Then adding users or people in JIRA. Product owner or JIRA administrator can do this activity. Then creating release versions, creating epics, then creating user stories, and the description also how to provide. I explained to you. The product backlog, how it is. This is a product backlog means Epic 1, Epic 2, like this, they are going to maintain. That is product backlogs. Each Epic, we have the individual user stories are going to be prepared. But one Epic can have the multiple user stories. So user story and description. Status why it is new things which I want to implement. Once I done, this is the way how it is going to be appears to you. Now, is there any changes this screenshot to present screenshot which you have observed that? See here, nothing is there here. Border is not there because 8.8.0 version screenshot it is. Here plus button also you can click to create the issues, but these options are not visible. Now only this portion is available now. So we went like this. So this is the release date we are going to find, release version, and this one we have the epic. So epic related user stories are there. What is same here product? So backlog it is showing it is which we need to implement. What next we have to learn? So after this activities, next activity, sprint. Scrum master is going to start the sprint. So those activities I'm going to explain to you in the next session. So now up to here you practice. Try to take the cloud instance. Try to create it is. Okay. So these are the user stories I have here. Just you can pause the recording. You can note down in the Excel sheet. You can take this one. Okay. For practicing, you have to do these things. Next concept, Scrum Master activities. After that, we go for test management activities. Thank you. Please like video and subscribe it. Refer to your friends.